I mean, it's been a ride, I guess. Yeah, we finally made it. I don't know what else to say. It's an undescribable feeling. Yeah. IT, yeah. I love you. Even though you aren't here today, you know, it still felt like he was here. The love's still there. You know, she sent me love. You know, same thing. Like, it still felt like she was here. And I just appreciate everybody for being there for me through this whole journey. I did this not only for me, but for you as well. I just wanted you to see me do it. And for anybody that's watching this, like, you could do it too. And that's it. Yeah.
Askiaa J. Nash.
Yeah.
What is the J for?
Jamaal. She would do like software development, so like.
Can't you do both? Can't you do both?
Yeah, but like I wanna focus on just the software development like field itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean I've been making like a couple side projects and stuff. You know, I'm gonna send them out. See what bites. But future's looking bright so far.
That's great, bro.
Yeah. I'm right by the sign. The Prudential Center sign.
College graduate.
I'm on the right side. Yeah, exactly. No. Sorry. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. All right. Are you by the light pole?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm doing good. Hello, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
You also.
I ain't gonna shake your hand. I give you a hug.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You say what? You gonna shake your hand?
Good, brother. How are you?
Hey man, come on, man.
Look at you.
Don't be embarrassed to me like that. Come on. Don't be embarrassed to me like that. I can't be getting no kisses out here, man. Come on, don't start crying, please.
I'm good.
Look at you, man. I'm so proud of you. I should have recruited you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was gonna be here, bro.
I got you.
Period. Wait.
Hey, congratulations, big guy. I don't know, I can really mix with this. Got a lot of mixed emotion right now. I'm really proud of you. Keep on keeping on. And this is not it, it's the beginning for you. You got a lot of potential, you got a lot of talent, and don't stop from there. Keep going, keep moving.
Congratulations, Askiaa. We're so proud of you. We got your sign. It's upside down.
Let me make sure it's right.
We're so proud of you. Our baby at a bunch. We're so proud of you, baby. We love you.
Picture there.
Okay, congratulations, Askiaa. Great accomplishment. We appreciate you. We appreciate what you did. is a great milestone in your life, and I hope that you continue on and you continue to be steadfast and work your magic, work your mojo like you have been doing, and focus, and continued success to you. We appreciate you.
Okay. AJ, you done a good job, brother. Huh?
I thank my mom and my brother and sisters. They all in for this thing. He got a little bit of my talent. That's what pretty much got him good. He don't want to own everything.
Right there.
Yeah, that's the big guy over there. That's the man right there, Jim.
The one with the brown suit.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't gonna give him all the credit, you know.
I sprinkle a little bit in there.
I give you credit.
Yeah, I sprinkle a little bit. We got some of my ingenuity.
Guidance.
AJ, you a smart guy.
Guidance.
A little bit.
No, seriously, I ain't being funny.
He took the clown to that.
But see, I didn't know that he got his degree in IT though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a hot move.
Oh yeah, that's the perfect move.
Yeah, all systems go for him. We got options with him. Use a little bit of your mom's side and you'll be all right.
That's what you want to call it, you know.
I gotta check this out, right? I was telling Askiaa, right, that Askiaa is the first male in our immediate family to graduate from college. Askiaa, this guy right here. Huh?
Come on the Williams side?
Yes,
Is that right?
the male. He's the only male. Yes.
Yeah. That big guy.
It's surreal. I mean,
My father, he had to drop out. You know, he wasn't able to finish. My brother Dave, he went to North Carolina. He didn't finish. I went to Montclair for a little bit. I never finished. Chris never even went. So he's it. He's it. And this is her.
That's the cousin.
Go congratulate her. It's a shame I don't really know them. Naija.
you want to give us a quick interview?
So you go congratulate her. Hook his fingers.
I just got a quick
sorry.
interview.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your name and where you from?
My name is Maya Johnson, and I'm from Piscataway, New Jersey.
What is your name?
My name is Aija.
Okay. What is your major?
Marketing.
Okay. What do we have in this book?
In this book?
Yes.
Which one? This one?
Either book.
So this one is, the commencement information.
What does that mean?
That we just graduated.
We.
We just graduated.
I can't.
I did.
Okay. So give me some words of encouragement since today is our big day.
I suggest that, you keep going.
You guys speaking to the microphone.
She good.
I suggest that you keep going even through the struggle.
It is. Just I don't want to see it. Bring it down
Okay.
a little bit.
I suggest that you keep going even through the struggle. It's gonna get better. When you think you're failing, that's what makes you better. You learn from your mistakes, and yeah.
So what you're trying to say is put the microphone on me. You gotta. Okay. So what you're saying is you gotta fail in order to learn to succeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough. Okay. All right. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Askiaa. I know it was a struggle, but you did what you had to do, and you made it all work. And I appreciate that, and I love you, you know, from the bottom of my heart. God bless you.
This is actually a participation medal.
Oh, yeah? Oh, the thing. You didn't get the actual thing yet?
No, not yet.
How much you got to pay for
$13,000.
And you got to spend $13,000 for his degree. Did you get the credit? Yeah, they get credit.
Credit? Yeah. Yeah, they give it to me on credit.
And car wash, place around the corner, they're hiring if you need it.
Okay. What is it?
I'm losing my voice already. I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that dance number, but that was amazing. Hi, class of 2023. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished. Thank you for being here with me today. And thank you to all the amazing people sitting on this stage, from President Beckwell for his inspiring leadership, to all the faculty and staff at Kean, Steve and John who have helped guide me through this whole process, parents and the support systems in the audience that made this day possible, and the students in front of me who have put in years of tireless effort, and my parents who are out there somewhere, who are here for me today and every day without fail. I still can't believe that I'm here speaking to you today. You probably can't believe it either, or are wondering why this girl, who even is she? I ask myself the same question every day. I'm sure there were many other cooler options to be here, like one of the Real Housewives or DJ Pauly D. So while I might not fit the mold of what you're expecting, please know that I'm so honored to be your commencement speaker. As that video showed, some of you might recognize me as Paige from The Americans. Probably more parents recognize me from that one. Or some of you might recognize me as the kidnapping, murdering Angelina from Manifest. So I just want to get it out of the way now and say that I'm not here to burn the place down or kidnap anyone's kid or come for any mothers. But as a viral video of our generation says, hide your kids, hide your wives. When I was asked to speak here today, I felt some imposter syndrome, as I usually do, creep up on me for so many reasons. First being that I only graduated from Kean University a couple years ago myself. Secondly, I don't have a prestigious accolade like an Oscar or a Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor named after me yet. But most of all, I feel like I don't know anything at all, ever. I definitely don't have it all figured out, and I'm still learning so much every day that goes by. But then I thought, that's something that we might all have in common, as much as we don't want to admit that. A couple years ago, I was in the emergency room for a small procedure, and I sat in the hospital bed surrounded by curtains, so I could only see shadows walking by and overhear the night shift nurses talking with each other. One nurse, still a college student at the time, interning at the hospital, was speaking to the doctor asking for advice. She said, "I've been here quite a while now, and I still feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. I can't wait for that feeling to go away. How long did that take for you?" I heard the doctor half laugh, and he told her he still felt like he didn't know what he was doing most days. My initial response, about to be treated by that doctor, was wondering if I was going to leave the hospital with my leg reattached to my shoulder or some other Frankenstein-like job. But then another part of me felt oddly comforted, which is a risky belief system that I have. When you're young, you look up to everyone with a sense of wonder and impatience. You can't wait until you grow up and you know everything just like they do. But when you finally catch up to that age that you couldn't wait to be, you're hit with the same deafening reality. You still feel like you're 16, and no one knew as much as you thought they did. Hearing a doctor of all professions admit this was the most disturbingly relatable thing I could hear. In saying all of this, I understand that a lot of you have just paid a lump sum of money for your degree to learn a whole bunch of stuff that has made you smarter, and hopefully feel like you know a lot more about your major and about yourself than when you first walked onto this campus. But moving forward, every day and every year that goes by will present you with the opportunity to learn something new, no matter how consequential. But as soon as you feel like you have it all figured out, life is going to meet you with a new opportunity. And you will have the choice to meet that opportunity with resistance and reluctance, or with the acceptance and the hope of bettering yourself and those around you. All of the most memorable and transformative moments of my life have proved to be opportunities that were originally presented as obstacles. I attended public high school in Wayne, New Jersey. Yeah, go Wayne. And was so excited to be the first in my family to attend university. I had big dreams of an Ivy League school, and I worked relentlessly to achieve them. So I excitedly crafted my Common App essay while other kids begrudgingly wrote about their traumas. Mine was a moving comparison between existentialism and everyone's favorite breakfast pastry, the Pop-Tart. If anyone thought I was going to say toaster strudel, you need help, respectfully. Besides my creative writing pursuits, I was filling my resume with the countless clubs I participated in, the student council position I held for 3 years, the 4.0 GPA I maintained, and the multiple honor societies I was accepted into, all while working full-time on a TV show in Brooklyn. I formed relationships with each of my teachers every year to convince them that I wasn't just a dumb actress, and I would never hand in any assignment late or give less than my best efforts. I was used to this constant cycle of proving myself since I attended middle school in Maine while performing 8 shows a week in Billy Elliot. But as I went through the college application process, I soon realized that schools would quickly fail me if I missed too many classes on days that I was working. So I opted for online classes the first year, trying to at least get through my gen eds. But to say the least, I was miserable. I missed the routine of going to school in person, seeing my friends and making new ones in class, discussing a wide range of topics and hearing different perspectives, all while forming relationships with inspiring teachers. So my mom and I drove to all of the college campuses in New Jersey that I could commute to, and all of them said the same thing. If you're gonna miss class while you're working, you will fail and cannot attend this school. I couldn't believe that after years of the school system drilling into us the value of education, they were all so willing to turn away someone who was literally begging them to be in the classroom and to pay them. That was until my good friend recommended that I give it one last try here at Kean's Robert Bush School of Design. I arrived feeling defeated and deflated, but I held on to my last thread of hope as I met with Dean Rose Ganella. She gave me the chance that I needed, and it is really because of her that I can honestly say that I had such a fruitful and gratifying college experience here at Kean. And I witnessed so many of my peers, probably similar to you, being given the same incredible chance to reach their potential, all while holding multiple jobs to keep their heads above water and earn their degrees. I also saw devoted parents who had to schedule time to complete their homework around not only their own commitments, but their children's, and night shift nurses who rushed into class with their scrubs on so they could go straight to their full-time job after lecture. I've seen the perseverance that goes into getting a degree at Kean, and I understand how much strength it takes. Your achievement today proves just how capable you are of addressing any challenges that might present themselves while you write the next chapter of your story. When I started at Kean, while pursuing my career, everything that I thought that I knew had been turned on its head. I wasn't at Columbia University like I envisioned. I wasn't studying advertising and PR as I expected, and I wasn't living in a dorm like I'd seen so many cool American teens do in the movies. Even though I did do that for one semester, but I ended up going home every weekend anyway for work. But everything had worked out anyway, in ways that I'm so thankful for now. At Kean, I was introduced to so many amazing classmates who inspired me each and every day. I found a passion for graphic design, developing a skill set that allowed me to do freelance work while still pursuing acting. And I also connected with so many teachers who have provided me with incredible opportunities I couldn't have even imagined. Teachers like Ms. DeVeos, Mr. Stankiewicz, Mr. Nevada, Mr. Moore, Mr. Batum, Ms. Goita, Ms. Mayhall, and Mrs. Robin Landa have all guided me, trusted me, and believed in my ability to achieve more than I thought possible. Robin Landa, who some of you probably know, is an amazing woman who I both respect and admire, and she even gave me the opportunity to design her newest book, The New Art of Ideas, Unlock Your Creative Potential. We worked together to design the cover and the interior illustrations. She's just one example of unwavering faith and support that pushed me to create things I didn't know that I could. Imagine if every student had a world-class education with world-class teachers like this, like we all did. So even though things didn't initially work out the way that I planned, they ultimately far surpassed my expectations. And although I still feel like I don't know much at all, I do know to trust that everything will work out. Another example that I'm sure a lot of you can relate to was Zoom University. I was studying abroad in Rome at the time when the pandemic began, and we all got sent home, banished to our laptops indefinitely. Ironically, I found myself back on the laptop that I was trying to escape by going to university in person. I don't know about any of you, but I hadn't even heard about Zoom until we had no choice but to use it. And as someone who literally has FaceTime disabled on her phone because she hates it so much, I was not a fan of this new form of higher education. I remember setting my alarm 10 minutes before class, just enough to hit snooze and still not be late. I would sit up in bed, prop my pillows behind me, open my laptop, and somehow mentally prepare to learn in whatever kind of classroom that was. My rush hour commute down the Garden State Parkway was gone. The Wild West showdowns of trying to find a parking spot outside of your class were an issue of the past, but so were all the experience that I loved on the Kean campus. I know you had to struggle through this time too, and I know how hard it was. Staying motivated, not scrolling through TikTok during class off camera, trying to learn the choreography to the Megan Thee Stallion song about being a savage, and most of all, just trying to keep it together mentally while the world was seemingly falling apart around you. So many days I thought to myself, if we can all succeed and get through this, we can get through anything. And here you are today, to prove that your tenacity, your willpower, and your resilience made you adaptable in even the most extreme of cases. On top of everything else you've achieved, you should be so proud of yourself for meeting that challenge head-on with bravery and success. Everything else after this will be easy peasy, except for learning the new dances on TikTok, because those just keep getting harder as society progresses, from personal experience. I didn't really have a normal introduction to the professional world like many of you will. I came home from dance class when I was 3, and I declared to my parents that I was going to be on Broadway. My parents could have easily signed me up for therapy for my delusions and gave me an "okay, sweetie," but instead they went with it for some reason. That reason being that they are quite literally the best. So I kept dancing, competing in competitions, and taking up to 8 hours of classes a day in ballet, tap, jazz, point, hip-hop, contemporary. And at the age of 11, my dance teachers encouraged me to go to an open call for Billy Elliot on Broadway. I somehow was filtered out through the hundreds of girls, and the dreams I had as a 3-year-old became a reality. I danced on point on a crooked stage 6 days a week and had to act like a really snobby girl. It was my first taste of acting, and one I was really not very good at. After doing the show for almost 2 years, I told my parents that I wanted to give acting a try. So we moved to Los Angeles for 1 year, giving ourselves a time limit so I could be back to start high school in New Jersey, which was my dream. Looking back, we had no idea what we were doing, as usual. People ask me now, how do they get an acting job? And I honestly can't tell them. For me, it felt like a whirlwind of luck, discipline, and hope. The job that I booked, The Americans, came right after I cried to my mom about how everyone around me was getting roles, and it just felt like nothing was going to work out for me. The job brought me back to New Jersey, where I worked in New York for 6 years and had the experience of a lifetime. I got to attend Emmys, Golden Globes, SAG Awards. I met celebrities from the only TV show that I watched at the time, Jim and Toby from The Office. And I met with reporters, was asked my opinion on things, and the whole time never fully felt confident that I knew what I was doing. Sensing a pattern here? I soaked up information in every way that I could, watching my castmates prepare and perform their scenes so expertly, seeing how people I admire conduct themselves on a set, trying to understand the business side of things, and whole time questioning if this was even the career that I wanted to stick with. After years of things just falling into place, I still wasn't sure what I wanted my future to look like. I can imagine a lot of you can relate to that, being asked to select a career path at the age of 17 or 18 when choosing your major. We are forced to make decisions at various points in life, but they do not have to define us. They shape us and turn the pages of our story, but they are not a label we have to walk around with on our foreheads. You can imagine this whole life thing is a video game and fully customize yourself to be whatever or whoever you want. Wake up, click through, choosing your outfit, styling your hair, identifying your passions, accomplishing a mission, taking risks, forming important bonds with those around you, and recreate yourself as many times as you want, whenever you want. A few months ago, I decided I wanted to try oil painting. So my friend and fellow Kean alum was looking for artists at the gallery he opened up, so he asked me to do a show with my graphic design work. But I wanted my video game avatar to be a painter that day, so after 4 months of watching oil painting YouTube videos, I put on some overalls and a bandana to look the part and open my first gallery show as an artist. Next, I'm planning to finish this speech without anyone falling asleep, which might have already happened. Then backpack through Europe, take drum lessons, learn how to produce music, and so many other things. The options are endless in this life, and it's our job to make the most of every moment that we have here. As someone who doesn't know much at all, I have blind faith that things will work out, and what's meant for us will not miss us. So basically, the moral of this story is, no one knows anything, ever. I can imagine this isn't the inspirational quote you were expecting today, but it's a truth that I've grown fond of. It's so comforting to know that we are all figuring this life thing out together. Things are constantly changing and shifting around us. No one truly knows what's going on, but there is one certainty. You will always have yourself. In good times and in bad, in youth and in old age, it will always be you at the end of the day, waiting to make sure that you ate today, making sure you got enough sleep, making sure you watched that dish or saw that movie you've been wanting to see or took care of that task that you've been putting off. It's been you this whole time. Your entire college experience has been shaped by so many people, but it was you who chose to get up every day to put in the work and keep pushing. We go through life looking for meaning and purpose, reaching for something deeper that we know lies beneath the surface of all the mundane tasks we complete in a day. But the big secret is that, again, nobody knows. So to take comfort in that uncertainty rather than fear is a strength that will get you through the many trials of life. The things we do know may seem rudimentary, but they hold more meaning than any convoluted philosophy could. Be kind, love others, love yourself, have respect, do what makes you happy, see the world, keep learning, don't rush to grow up, there's no such thing as too much butter. These are things that we hear from the day we pop out on that operating table and are faced with the harsh fluorescent lights of reality. We hear them so often that they become meaningless as we search for answers. That is until we get older and realize that what we search for externally was within ourselves all along. Our innate nature to find love in any circumstance, to want the best for ourselves and those that we care about, to keep buttering that bread roll from Cheesecake Factory, even though that one annoying article tried to convince you that butter is strictly bad for you. These are the things that we do know. We know that if we stay true to ourselves, it will lead to a domino effect of happiness, abundance, and success. A lot of us don't know how to tie a tie, how to file our taxes, I won't tell the IRS, how to make food that doesn't come in a can, or how to start that new office job in the fall that you've been preparing for the past 4 years here. But we do know that being kind and working hard will ultimately get us where we need to be in the long run, whether that's where you initially envisioned yourself or not. So feel confident in the unknown of your future today, just as you did on your first day at campus. Embrace the multitude of opportunities that are available to you and take advantage of every choice you have to do something that brings you and others joy. Because when you're eating Pop-Tarts in the nursing home with your Kean University alum sweatpants on, those will be the memories that you cherish the most. So thank you, class of 2023, and congratulations on everything you've accomplished.